Another day in the books here at the OTR SuperSprint. So we're walking down to the Hino Hub here on what's been a very cool day. Andy Jones and Matt Nolte with you. I like you pick these spots like this. Is nice and warm in here.
It is, and it didn't happen by accident, mate. We are out of the wind in the Hino Hub here. We thought we'd bring you Paddock Pass Live, powered by Repco, to wrap up today at the OTR SuperSprint from just this area. We may not actually even move out of here.
No, we can't move. That's the problem.
We will.
A very brisk day it's been here at the Ben Motorsport Park with another dominant victory going to Scott McLaughlin in a pretty much a carbon copy top three to what we saw at Townsville a few weeks ago.
Yeah, correct. But that battle towards the end there, Shane Van Gisbergen, he hounded Scott McLaughlin down. So it didn't go all Scotty's way. Cam Waters, he set the tone for me right from the outset. We spoke to him on the Fox coverage prior to that race, and the question was fired at Cam Waters, how keen are you to win this race? He said very, very keen, but unfortunately it didn't work out, and he lost a spot off the start there and ended up having to be happy with the third position at the end. Podium's always a good time. Let's go for a wander, Matty. Yeah, let's get in this wind.
Yes, exactly. Great day for Jack LeBrock today. Narrowly missing out on the podium. He qualified really well, I thought, today in the top 15 shootout coming from near back of that session.
Yeah, look, I think it was a standout day for JLB. I know we saw him have that podium here last weekend, but for me today, that qualifying speed was really impressive. And then just the commitment level in race trim, particularly on the run down to turn one from JLB, was mega today. Just goes to show that that little battle that he had with Shane Van Gisbergen last week, really, I think he's gone away during the week. He sat down with Brad Wisherson and they've looked through what they could have learnt out of that, and the commitment that JLB showed on that run to turn one was awesome.
And for now, the team's just starting to pack up. Garage doors are coming down from the front, so we decided to come around the back here and take a look at all the action here with one more day to go. Gee, it's been a really busy last couple of months. You can just start to see and feel the teams and crews really starting to... We're almost at the end of the tunnel now.
Yeah, we are. And again, back to Cam Waters, spoke to him in the podium area, and he made mention of not only just everybody at Tickford, but he said everybody up and down the pit lane deserves a massive pat on the back, and that reflects and goes across not just the teams, but Supercars in itself, Supercars Media, all the circuits, and the event team behind Supercars to be able to continue to put this on. I think Cam Waters did a brilliant job in thanking everybody. Yeah. And if you are tuning in here on Paddock Pass Live, powered by Repco, don't be fooled by the sunshine that's behind us here. It feels like it's about 12 degrees, but with the wind chill factor, the actual feels like temperature is about 5, I think, last time I checked. So
it feels like last Sunday again with that cloud out in the distance, because this is exactly what it did on Sunday afternoon. It was still 28 then, and this big storm come out of nowhere. I don't think there's too much to get too excited about down there. And tomorrow looking likely to be a dry day, and hope that bodes well for the West Circuit. What was your take on that?
Look, I think there was lots of talk about it during the week, about passing opportunities and what it was going to provide for us, and certainly there was passing opportunities, and the racing was pretty good, I thought, as a whole, but the intensity level is probably more where I will make a point, and I think the hard part for us is to explain the mental aptitude from both Scott McLaughlin and Shane Van Gisbergen over the last 15 laps of that race, and just the intensity level that they're driving at, and how much brain power it takes to keep those cars on the road and keep the drivers mistake-free is amazing. The racing, I think we saw some moves down at turn 6 like we were expecting. Shane Van Gisbergen came out earlier in the week and said he thought that there would be opportunities for people to place their car for an over and under type move on the run through 6 and out of 7. That didn't actually eventuate the way we thought it would, but these guys will go back to the drawing board, and I think the racing will be very different tomorrow.
Our cameraman's having a great job here, just negotiating his way past all the bollards that have been set up here to divide the teams with the COVID-19 restrictions. They've all got their own select amount of areas.
And a massive shout out to Mitch, because
he's doing a good job here.
I feel like you and I are doing a slow waltz with 1.5 metres between us, but Mitch is doing a really good job on the camera here.
We've just gone past Penrite Racing Erebus. A tough day again for David Reynolds. He was down the order, but then disqualified from qualifying.
And I don't know what's going on within that group, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. Dave Reynolds, it was a tough day for him. Anton had another pretty solid day, really, in I think it was 5th or 6th or somewhere along those lines from memory, but pretty good day for Anton. Dave is in a world of hurt, and that mistake from those guys, during that second phase of qualifying where they spun the car around and put it back in the garage. Look, most of the time Dave is never in that position, so I can see how the mistake happened, but we're professional sports people, Matt, and that stuff shouldn't happen, and unfortunately they paid the price.
It was uncharted waters today for using this circuit. Are we going to see some guys that hid today, for example, come out and shine in that second race tomorrow? Because I was expecting a lot more from that first race.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you. I hope we do for sure. And that was the point I was trying to make earlier was, there was a lot of talk about what could happen this week and where we were going to go with the racing and what the racing was going to look like. Did it eventuate from all the talk? Probably not the way we thought it was going to, but I do think, like I said, everyone will sit down today or tonight, overnight, because race car drivers and engineers will absolutely cut everything up that they could have learnt out of today and change that for tomorrow. So I honestly think that the racing will be very different tomorrow, yes.
And tomorrow, if you think it's quiet right now in the pits, 24 hours from now, this is going to be one of the busiest places in Australia. These teams will be packing up as quick as possible to make the long haul back to their Gold Coast bases this time before they head down for Bathurst.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be a flurry of activity this time tomorrow night, and we'll see some, no doubt, see some smoke trails off the back of your car as you blaze out of here and head just down the road as well. But look, yes, it's been a long haul over the last few months for everybody. The Victorian team still can't go home, but as you mentioned, they've got bases up on the Gold Coast, and chatting to a couple of the guys in at Tickford today, they said it was a very pleasant 26 degrees when they left there. Oh. So they're looking very much forward to going back towards that at the end of this weekend.
All of our tans that we've got in Darwin and Townsville, they've gone away now. We're coming back tomorrow. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you come back really, really well tanned. Not much to talk about down the pits here tonight. Congratulations, though, to Scott McLaughlin picking up another win here, but 2 races to come up on Fox Sports 506 from 9:30 Eastern, 9 o'clock local here at the Ben Motorsport Park. We've got the sports cars and the XLs, which were great today.
They certainly were hugely popular. The racing was terrific. So tune in tomorrow for all of the action.
Looking forward to it. Come down and join us. The OTR SuperSprint, the final sprint race of the year before we head to the mountain. We'll see you tomorrow.